SMART goals. Long-term goals, short-term goals, personal goals. We get it. We understand that we need goals. And some of us have probably set goals in the past. Or we have goals right now, and that's wonderful. The problem that I seem to find is not in whether or not we even set a goal, it's the goals that we set. For the most part, I find that sometimes we just create goals to check a box off. To say that we have goals set. But most of the time I find that these goals that we are setting are just way too vague and don't really mean anything. There's nothing really to accomplish there. Or we set these goals where we're just like shooting for the absolute moon, and those are wonderful to have, but we can't set all of our goals so high that we'll never accomplish them. In both scenarios, I feel that we always just end up frustrated, maybe disappointed, and probably just worse off than if we had set goals in the first place. But that's why we're here today. We're here to get smart. I think that goals are incredibly important, and they've had a huge role and impact in my personal life, but only when those goals were smart. Now you're probably wondering, what is a SMART goal? Well, SMART is simply an acronym. A SMART goal to me is something that is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. Now the most common goals that I hear are not specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, or time-bound. For the most part, they're just super vague. If they're not specific and measurable, then they're really just not achievable or realistic in the first place. Goals such as, I want more clients, I want to make more money, I want to be healthier, or I want to lose weight. They're just not specific at all. They're not specific enough. They're not clear. And if they're not clear and specific, we don't even know if we're achieving these goals or what we're aiming at in the first place. Now, if you're not specific and clear on these goals, it's difficult to figure out how you can even accomplish them. So together, I want to go over these types of goals and turn them into SMART goals. So then if you've set these in the past, or these are on track with something that you would like to accomplish, we can do that. And then we can go over one of my own personal examples, and I'll set a SMART goal for myself. We will set a SMART goal for me, and we'll break it down step by step on how I plan to achieve that. So a goal like I want more clients is just not specific. We need to get rid of some of these words. More is not a quantifiable number. So we're gonna get specific and we're gonna make this measurable. I wanna take on 2 new clients of $1,000, which is something that I think would be realistic and achievable. And we're gonna do this by the end of the month. So we got specific on what we're achieving. We're going for 2 new clients. We got specific and we made it measurable. We set a price point of $1,000, which is something that I think would be realistic and achievable. And we set by end of month, which is now time bound. Now let's tackle a goal like I want to lose weight. So let's get specific. We don't want to lose weight. We want to lose 15 pounds. And we want to lose 15 pounds by the summer. So let's say by July 1st. It's specific, it's measurable, and it's time-bound. And because it's specific, measurable, and time-bound, it's a lot more achievable and realistic. And we can break down steps on how we would lose weight. Obviously, that's gonna be different for everybody, so we're not gonna go too in-depth on this one. But you're starting to get a better picture of what I'm talking about. Before we didn't have any sort of target to hit, so how could we possibly achieve a goal like that? My favorite part about setting these types of goals is once you have them set and once you have them written down, written in stone, there's gonna be a voice in the back of your head that actually helps you achieve these, and it's pretty magical because now you know what you want. And now that you know what you want and you've clarified that, it's so much easier to answer everyday questions and challenges that come up. Do I want to eat a plate full of cookies? Well, if I hadn't set a goal of losing 15 pounds by July 1st and I just want to lose weight, maybe I would eat that plate of cookies because I didn't determine when I wanted to lose weight. Maybe I'll lose weight next year. So you can see it's very helpful to have these goals because it just guides your everyday decisions without you even really noticing. Or if I got offered a $500 client, am I gonna take that? Probably not. Because $500 is not $1,000, and that is what we committed to. And I will have more confidence going after that because I promised myself that I would at least try. However, if I hadn't set the goal of 1,000, maybe 500 sounds good to me because I wasn't specific. $500 is more than $0. So now that we know how to set a SMART goal, I'm going to show you how to take action on a SMART goal to really make these specific, measurable, and time-bound goals to be a little bit more achievable and realistic for you. Let's expand on a very common goal that I hear. Pretty much everybody wants to make more money. Pretty much everybody wants this term called financial freedom. And it's okay to want something like that. So let's determine what our financial freedom means, and I'll show you how to achieve that. For the ease of exercise, let's use some round numbers. So let's say that financial freedom is $120,000 per year or $10,000 per month. Cool? You good with that? It's a good amount of money. Perfect. Now that we've specified it, we made it measurable, let's break this down into some achievable and realistic steps for us. Now, just doing a little bit of quick math here, $10,000 can be added up a couple of different ways. That could be 2 $5,000 clients, or that can be as many as 10 $1,000 clients. Now, depending on your situation as a freelancer, as an entrepreneur, you're gonna know which one is gonna seem a little bit more achievable and realistic for your style of business. Now, if you're used to only doing $500 clients, 10 $1,000 clients might be a huge jump for you. And it might not be super realistic to try and go for $5,000 clients. That's totally fine. However, I think that 10 projects in a single month is a lot. So maybe you start aiming for that and then eventually work your way to these $5,000 clients. Or, meet in the middle. We can aim for 4 $2,500 clients or 5 clients at $2,000. And we have until the end of the year to do this. So we can slowly chip away at this and try to add on these new clients month by month. Maybe we're just trying to get one client at $2,500 and then next month try and get another at that price. And by the end of the year, we'll be making $10,000 a month. But the idea here is just to get clear on what you want. There's a million ways to go out and make more money, but until you are clear on what you want, it's very dangerous to go and start implementing different actions and activities. So now that you're getting the hang of this, let's tackle one of my own goals. I've wanted to be a YouTuber for as long as I can remember, and if I go and look at my channel right now, I only have about 60 uploads over the course of 3 or 4 years, and I really want to change that. I want to take my channel to the next level and just challenge myself in a way that I haven't yet. So let's turn this idea of uploading videos into a smart goal for me to tackle for the year. How's that sound? Perfect. Let's get specific. So I'm sure a lot of you follow me over on Instagram. We're getting specific here. I want to be uploading these videos to my YouTube channel. And this year, I want to be uploading 100 or more videos to my channel. Now you're probably thinking, 100 videos, Colin, that is a lot. And you're absolutely right. So let's try to make this a little bit more achievable. So how am I gonna upload 100 plus videos this year? Well, if we break that down, that's about 2 videos per week. And I think like an achievable, realistic goal would be to do 1 full length and 1 YouTube short. So 2 videos per week, 1 full video and 1 YouTube short for the rest of the year. And the way that I can make this realistic is by dedicating at least 2 days. So I'll dedicate my weekends to making videos. And on top of that, I'm gonna be hiring an assistant to help me shoot these and just really manage the workflow overall. And I think that will make it a lot more realistic for me. I'm willing to budget throughout the year for that. To me, this seems like a realistic and achievable goal. And I just really wanna do this. This would make me really happy and feel really accomplished, and that's what's important. Now that we have all this information, we can really start to turn this into a reality. My definition of a goal is a dream with a deadline. And sometimes I do shoot for the moon and I do set some insane goals, like trying to make $1 million this year. And I just kind of have fun with trying to break that down and see what's possible. And even if I only get 30 or 40% of the way there, that's probably a lot higher than if I set my goal too low. So finding the right size of goal is important, but that will be based around who you are and what your lifestyle is, because we're all different. And the key to any sort of goal setting, I find, is accountability. So one of the main reasons I'm making this video in the first place is just so that I can be held accountable by you. And if you want to be held accountable, we're here to do that. We are a community. So if you have goals already, or you've just set them with this video, definitely feel free to share those, and we're here to support and hold you accountable. At the end of the day, it just comes down to being specific and starting to take action towards those goals. I suffer from a lot of analysis paralysis, where I just way overthink things instead of just taking action, and having an accountability partner is always a huge help. And that's one of the huge reasons why I just wanted to make this video in the first place. Setting goals has changed my life's trajectory, and even if I didn't realize it at the time, simply by putting something on paper gave me a target to aim at throughout the year. And looking back at some of my goals from 2017, 2018, 2019, it's to see the ones that actually came true, even though I had no idea how I was going to achieve those. I really hope that this helped you. I hope that today you were able to take a step towards achieving something that maybe you just weren't even sure was possible before. And please hold me accountable. I posted this video, I'm putting it out there, and I encourage you to do the same. Share that with the community. Let us know what your SMART goal is. And I gotta make 99 more of these throughout the rest of the year, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I will see you 100 more times this year. Keep creating.